What's up? It's Lawrence Hicks Wilson. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel if this isn't your first time, and welcome if it is. Look, today we're going to talk about full moon, y'all. Today is the anniversary, and we're about to get into it. Look, are you ready? Don't ever doubt you'll be someone. Always go for what you want. Get up and put your purpose on. Get up, feel the sunshine on your face. Believe that you deserve it all. Put in the work and you will end up far. This is my show and tell. So tell me, are you ready to get it on? So tell me, yeah. So tell me, are you ready? So tell me, are you ready for me? So tell me, are you ready? Tell me, are you ready? What's up, y'all? It's Lawrence Hicks Wilson. Welcome back to my channel. Look, let's get started on this video. Today we're talking about Brandy's third album, Full Moon. Can y'all see that? Here it is. There's a beautiful shot of the gorgeous Brandy, one of my favorite singers in the whole world. We're traveling back to 2002. We're in a 2002 time capsule right now, so come with me. All right, look, Brandy was just coming off of her quadruple multi-platinum album, Never Say Never. The Grammy Award-winning single The Boy Is Mine was on that album, and the #1 song Have You Ever, amongst many other singles that charted very well. The last time we heard from Brandy at this time, it was from 2000 with You Don't Know Me Like You Used To, the remix, and Never Say Never being released in Germany as a single. I have them both. So this is the last time we saw Brandy. So it's kind of cool that she kind of ushered in this look. This look goes perfectly with the look that they established with Full Moon, and I feel like they have been setting us up for a minute. So it was kind of like a smooth transition. I didn't notice how smooth the transition was until now, because we knew her for a certain look and a certain sound and a certain image. So for her to reinvent herself, it's pretty epic at this point. I have multiple copies of this album. I have like a Target exclusive version that has a 2-disc that comes with it. The second disc comes with like wallpapers, and it comes with a music video. The second version that I have, it has a bonus track with I Wanna Fall in Love, which is one of those rare limited edition US versions with that bonus track, which is this one right here. That's why it says limited edition. I found this one at Amoeba. So anybody that knows that I Wanna Fall in Love Brandy track, it's on this album. This is where it came from. And of course I have the standard edition, of course. And there's other versions out there. There's another one with Another Day in Paradise on there, but I don't have that version. And I believe that's the international version. And you know, it's not a Brandy CD unless the Warner sticker is at the bottom. Like, you know, most of her albums from Atlantic has that. And that's what I'll be looking for when I buy her CDs. Even her singles have it. I also have a couple of singles from this album. There it is again, like What About Us? And I also have He Is. At the time, you could go to Brandy's website, which I really want to show you guys. At the time, you could go to Brandy's website and enter in to win a He Is single. So whoever entered that contest and ended up winning that single, congratulations to you. I had to buy it from Discogs because I was not old enough to even enter a contest of such, and they only had the disc left. I don't know what they did with the slipcover, but yeah, this is probably, it comes with a radio remix, 2 different radio remixes in the album version. Of course, this was a 2002 single. I'm probably just gonna reprint the cover and get it professionally reprinted, unless I find it somewhere. But yeah, let's get into this album. Brandy coming off of Never Say Never and coming into her own womanhood, all grown up. I have a lot of Brandy clips and magazines and stuff like that, as you've seen in the beginning. So, this album starts off with an amazing intro, like Never Say Never did, but it's more futuristic, it's more complex, it's more intergalactic. It's like that futuristic R&B, and it's setting that tone, and it's like Brandy is a planet now. And I feel like that's why you have the bee, you know, you have the bee, and then you have the ring surrounding the bee like Saturn, because she was, you know, coming off as her own planet. I have a lot of different full moon things I want to show y'all. Ooh, like real quick, let me show y'all this. Last night, I had a sampler party because I was listening to the sampler to the Full Moon album on TikTok at midnight. And it has 6 tracks on it. Not the full-length album, but 6 tracks, random tracks from the album. And they put it on this sampler. And this is the vinyl that more than likely DJs and radio personalities had to promote it in clubs and on the radio to get people to listen to it and to let them know that it was out. So I have it. I believe I bought this off Discogs as well. This is what it looks like. And, of course, it comes with Full Moon, I Thought, All in Me, Apart, Anybody, and Can We. And those are the only songs that are on here. And it says it's taken from the Full Moon album that's available now, which is pretty cool. So, yeah, going back to The Planet, that's why the intro sounds like that, because Brandy has become a planet. And this is the ring surrounding her. You know, isn't that pretty cool? So the intro makes a lot of sense. It's like somebody landed on the planet or landed inside of a rocket and they're trying to get inside of some kind of headquarters and they have to put in a password. And the password is no longer simply just Brandy, that girl that we knew singing I Wanna Be Down or Almost Doesn't Count. Now she's B Rocka. And if you noticed, if you listen to the interlude on Never Say Never, the interlude right before Happy, I believe Fred Jerkins calls her Rocka, B Rocka. So that name has kind of been floating around her since she met Rodney Jerkins. Or probably before that, but B Rocka. So that's why you have the B Rocka intro. That slips right into Full Moon, the club banging track. The track should have been way bigger than what it was, but we got a great video. We got great promotion. We got a single. And we got Brandy performing it live quite a few times. So, yes, but I just wish that the song was #1 for a minute because I guess they just didn't get the production at the time. I don't know. But what I do remember is seeing it being played on TV a lot, like the video. And the song, I don't remember hearing it on the radio a lot, but I do remember seeing the video come on a lot. I'll say that. The Full Moon video. This is what the packaging looks like. And, of course, the moon. This album went platinum very quickly. Very, very quickly. And I believe it's multi-platinum now. Probably multi-platinum now. So, Full Moon, that track is produced by Mike City. It's not a Rodney Jerkins song. It's one of those songs that we probably thought would have been one of his. And we probably would have thought this whole album would have been his. I like how the design on the album is kind of similar to Never Say Never. Like with the arch. You know how Brandy had the brown arch, but now it's like see-through and it has the moon. And then like the arch is also on the front cover, but it's like transparent and it's blue. Instead of the brown arch that's on the side, it's like right here. If you can like see it. Isn't that cool? But yeah, Mike City, he was the person that produced this song. And it would have been interesting to see what this whole album would have sounded like had he produced it. But I heard that there was some kind of issue with Mike City because Rodney Jerkins wanted the whole album. But I don't really know about that. I don't really know too much about that. I just know that for Mike City and Rodney Jerkins to come together and produce such a great album, you know what I mean? I think Mike City did a few more songs off of here, but this is mostly Rodney Jerkins' work, along with a few other producers like Warren Campbell, Keith Crouch. You have Teddy Riley. Oh my gosh, Teddy Riley. So Full Moon, this was all recorded in 2001. So could you imagine if this actually came out in 2001? It says all background vocals are by Brandy. All background vocals on Full Moon. So go take a minute and go listen to that acapella, and you come back to me on that all backgrounds being Brandy. And this is why we call her what we call her. So yeah, I feel like Full Moon definitely makes up for us not getting that Angel in Disguise music video and single officially, you know, because Have You Ever was #1 at the time. But Full Moon emphasized that vibe. This album does as well, but it absolutely does. You know, there's a lot of other songs that probably complement the theme of what Angel in Disguise was about, but like It's Not Worth It and all that kind of stuff. But Full Moon, like the sound sonically, like what Angel in Disguise was bringing sonically, Full Moon is definitely standing in that place on another level. So, track 3, it comes in with a banger. You got another, it comes back in with the Rodney Jerkins production with I Thought That. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You know, woo, dog child. One more time. Repeat that. Rodney Jerkins in the background, pumping Brandy up. I thought, I love that song. I love the callback that she's doing. No, you didn't. You said you cared for me. No, you didn't. Said you do for me. No, you didn't. I like how it's calling back to one another. And then even on the hook, baby, yes, I really did. And then it just keeps calling back and forth. I really like what they did with the arrangements. Shout out to LaShawn Daniels for writing an amazing song. You are amazing. Beyond. They got Fred Jerkins and Rodney Jerkins in the credits, of course. This should have had a video. I really wish it did. I like how it's like a new moon. It's showing you all the phases of the moon in the album. So when you open up the booklet, it starts off with a new moon. You know what I'm saying? Or a portal. Is this a portal, Brandy? Like, what was that, Brandy? And do you want to share with the class? Look, so number 4, we're going to go into a album favorite of a lot of people. That's When You Touch Me. If anybody mentions this album, they probably wouldn't be able to not mention it without talking about When You Touch Me. That's probably one of the best songs off of this album. Definitely a slow jam. Definitely one of those R&B grooves, you know, like from the early 2000s. Like, it defined like what R&B was to be at that time and going forward, because a lot of people that y'all listen to today still listen and study this album and take bites from it, because it's like they want to be on that progressive tip that Rodney and Brandy was on at this time. So When You Touch Me, you know, this is a Robert Smith actually produced some of this. Shout out to you, Robert Smith. Hey, Nora Payne, Kenesha, and Rodney Jerkins. When You Touch Me, it just really brings Brandy into that 360 of I am a woman now. I am no longer the Moesha girl. You know, look, you see the Barbie over there with the purple pants and the green jacket? She, not saying that she isn't appreciative, but it's just like there's so many parts of her that was something that was and is still a part of her, but now she's something new. You know what I mean? So songs like When You Touch Me emphasize that and you know, double down on that theme of this is a young woman now. This is not just a young girl, you know? So When You Touch Me, look at the pictures in here. I want to show y'all this picture of Brandy. Hot shot. This was actually the single cover for Full Moon. I'm going to buy the single soon and show it to y'all because I've never had it before and I want it because the album cover alone is popping. And then there's a lot of remixes to Full Moon that I have not heard that I would preferably like to own. So there's that. The next song after When You Touch Me, this is a 17-track album, by the way, standard-wise, but the bonus has an 18-track. So When You Touch Me is track 4, so you go straight into track 5 with like this, with that. Okay, look, does that song not sound like Lord of All, or Crown Him Lord of All by the Clark Sisters, or All Hail the King of Jesus' name? The way that song starts. Dun, 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 dun. Look, I'm trying to figure it out. Look up that song by the Clark Sisters. Lord of All. Crown Him Lord of All. Crown Him Lord of all. Prince of Peace, King of Kings, Lord of Lords. It's that song. So that song sounds like this Brandy song when it starts like this. That's what it sounds like to me. So I don't know if that was intentional, but that's what it sounds like. And I'm looking in the credits to see if I see the Clark Sisters, and I don't, because there's obviously no sample. It's just, it was produced that way. So if they didn't intend it to, it sounds like that. That's pretty amazing. Look, they have another shot of the moon in there with full moon going across the album liner. Pretty amazing, right? With the lyrics. So you can follow along and learn all of these amazing Brandy tunes. Yeah, no. Like This was also produced by Rodney Jerkins. Most of this album was produced by Rodney Jerkins. LaShawn Daniel wrote it, of course, and Fred Jerkins as well. This was recorded in Miami, Florida. A lot of this album was recorded in Miami, Florida, which is pretty cool. Again, all vocals are by Brandy. So if you listen to Like This and listen to those harmonies, Brandy. It's all Brandy. That's why I love that girl. That's why I love that girl. Okay, look. Going into the next track, you have All in Me. This is all the stuff I used to do. I used to beatbox and sing to myself. So yeah, it's no kicker that I became a singer and a producer. But yeah, I used to just beatbox for my own amusement. For my own music. My own amusement. So All in Me, I love this track. I love the groove. I love the BPM. Like, it's one of those, like, it makes you want to just bob your head. And again, it's emphasizing all of those amazing Brandy harmonies that we all love. And it's just ear candy. A lot of ear candy. My favorite part of All in Me is the breakdown, because it sounds like some kind of dubstep or some kind of remix at the time. You know how they used to switch up the beat, but anything you could ever need. Baby, I promise you can find me. No words, a whole dream. I promise I can be a reality. Man, Brandy, were you actually singing it that fast? Let me see if I can sing it fast like you. Look, I'm not even going to try to touch your gangster. But yes, Brandy with that breakdown. And then it goes back into that every day, every night. You know, so they slow it right back down. So the arrangement of this song and of this production is prestige. It's perfect. It's perfection. And I don't know what they were on or what they were going through when they put this together, but they was going through something clearly. I'm trying not to like touch all over my album liner with my oily, sticky hands, because the pictures are so nice. So I'm trying to like hold it, because I don't want like, it's so nice. But yes, the next track after that, you have Apart, which was written by Kenesha Pratt, and this was produced by Keith Crouch. This is what I want to wrap your mind around. Keith Crouch was the producer on Brandy's first album when she was doing I Want to Be Down and Baby, Baby, Baby. So to hear Keith Crouch come back around again, 360, full circle, full moon, right? And be on her third album, defining her, coming full circle. It's almost a slight insight on what her album would have sounded like if she stuck with that producer for all three albums, or if she would have stuck with that producer and used Keith Crouch for this album. So we kind of could hear what a Keith Crouch album would have sounded like for Brandy progressively in the early 2000s after producing her first album. And quite frankly, I think it would have been amazing. That Apart, I never do anything that pleases you, so oh maybe we. So the beat, it sounds like a hip hop beat, like boom, ba-doom, ba-doom. Like it definitely, you can tell that Keith Crouch, he came full circle with his production, because it doesn't sound like I Want to Be Down to Baby, 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 but it still sounds clean. Like he was keeping up. So I don't understand why he wasn't on so much more stuff when it came to Brandy. He would have did such a good job. Shout out to you, Keith Crouch. I love you so much, and I respect you, as well as Kipper Jones, and who else? A lot of the Crouch family. I just want to shout out to you, all those people. Look, I don't want to get distracted, but oh my gosh, Uncle Kipper. Look, it was so many people. The guy that did Almost Always on My Mind, he is related to Keith Crouch as well. Kenneth Crouch. Shout out to you as well. So yours, oh my God. So Keith Crouch, who produced I Want to Be Down, ended up producing Apart on the Full Moon album. And I love it. I can't get over it. That's one of them songs you want to play while the sun is up. You just took a bath. You just put on some fresh clothes. You about to get out. You about to jump in your car and drive around Rodeo Drive. This is the album you want to play on a sunny day in 2002. This is what you play. You play this album. This is definitely a daytime album. I feel like Never Say Never is a nighttime album. And that Brandy album is for sure a daytime album. But yes, this is a sunny day. It's clouds away. album. Yeah, you want to play that while the sun is up. So Apart, There's nothing more I could say about this. Vocal production by Big Shiz, all background vocals by Brandy, all instruments by Keith Crouch. Keith Crouch, I just want to sit down and just have a conversation with you, like, respectfully. And you know what? Not saying that I would release a song with Keith Crouch, but I just want to see what I would sound like on a Keith Crouch song. Really, like, that production, like, I love real music. Like, I love real hip-hop. I love real R&B, and I just feel like these are the people that kind of gatekeep that still, because the R&B now, it just sounds so progressive and futuristic. It kind of, sometimes it misses the basis, and this is why you find a lot of artists going back to albums like this, trying to get it. And it's like, yeah, don't miss it now. Don't miss it trying to be all drill and slaying. So, yeah, apart, this definitely brings Brandy full circle as far as what she had started doing and where she came to by this point. So, yes, love that song. So we go straight into Can We. I believe Ray J is on this. Yes, he is. Additional vocals by Ray J. Ray J is singing background vocals on Can We? And you can hear him if you listen to the hook. I love when they sing together. I love when they do songs together, even if it's just low background vocal. If you listen to Ray J's first album, Can't Run, Can't Hide, Brandy's on that. So, Can We? Rodney Jerkins, LaShawn Daniels, and Alex Greggs. So this was another Miami, Florida recorded track. A lot of this album was recorded in Miami, Florida in 2001. And I love the production. I love the arrangements. I love the beat patterns. A lot of these tracks remind me of what Rodney was doing on Michael Jackson's Invincible. So, yes, Can We? And you got Can We going straight into What About Us? And then after that, you got Anybody. What About Us, which was the first single off of this album. And then you got that going straight into Anybody. And then the album kind of, chills out for a second. And then goes into Nothing, which I love. All of these ballads on this album, from Nothing to It's Not Worth It to He Is to Come a Little Bit Closer. I remember I had a serious crush on somebody, and Come a Little Bit Closer was bringing me through it. And I played that song for them. They know who they are. We don't have to talk about it anymore. But yes, Come a Little Bit Closer. I played that trying to be cool. Love Wouldn't Count Me Out. Wow. Die Without You. And this album version has I Want to Fall in Love. So yeah, look that up. Brandy, like, all of the songs on here, it definitely brings her to a well-rounded stage. You know what I mean? Like, this definitely rounds her off, from the pictures, from the album designs, from the orbits that's around her. Look at all these hot shots. Look at all these hot shots of Brandy. That headband and that straight hair used to get me every time, because I had never seen her look like this at this point. So it was just like, oh my God. I'm melting. Look at that. It looks like a fingerprint or something, or some sort, or, or a galaxy. You got It's Not Worth It, which was starting out as a Michael Jackson song, but it turned into a Brandy song. They kept Michael's vocals on there. So now they credit Michael Jackson and Brandy together as having a song. And I love that. It's Not Worth It. If you didn't know Brandy had a song with Michael Jackson, now you do. And so many great songs. Warren Campbell with He Is. Look at this picture of Brandy. Great shot. That should have been like a poster or something that they should have sold in stores. The look with the bangs, the Chinese bangs, and all the looks that Brandy was sporting was amazing. Look at this. Look at this. If I was to give this album a rate, it would be a 20. It would be a 10.5 to a 20. Look at that. Look at that shot of Brandy. Just come get me. Come get me, boy. Come get me. Look at that. Look at that. Look, that's my review on that album. Go listen to Full Moon. Today is the 22nd anniversary. I didn't want to keep y'all here long because this video is already going longer than what I expected, because I have to show y'all some stuff. This is the poster that I got from the swap meet when I bought my Full Moon cassette. I bought this cassette probably in 2007. And he still had promotional posters behind his counter, and I was like, can I get a couple? And he gave me a couple. I don't know what happened to the second one, but I had to go back down there and get another one. And he said, look, I can't give you another one after this one. But he was nice about it, and I still got it. So I'm about to hang this up and stare at it and pop this album in and listen to it. Are you kidding? What's your favorite song off of this Brandy album? What's your favorite Brandy album? And do you have any singles off of this album? I have the He Is single. And check out this amazing Jet magazine, y'all. Jet. Who remembers Jet? Jet. Look, real quick before I go, look, I want to show y'all my new Brandy wallpaper and my new Brandy website. Well, it's not my website. It's the official Brandy website from Full Moon at the time. So I changed my wallpaper to that. So that's what my wallpaper looks like now. And boom, it's the archived Full Moon website. Super dope, right? Super freaking dope. So this is what the website looked like at the time when you surfed the web and you went. And you can still click on some of these buttons, if not all of them, and they still take you to different pages. You know what I'm saying? Isn't that cool? Get the 411 on Brandy, the girl, the music. I'm trying to click on stuff to see if it'll load for me, but it won't right now because I didn't click on too much stuff. So, yeah. That's my take on the Full Moon album. I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.